Hello, my name is Giles from photography and Photoshop courses.com. Today we're going to have a look at focus stacking inside Photoshop. So, first thing we're going to have a look at is all these exposures. Now, these have all been shot in various focal increments from back to front, and for this we've used an American focus rail from Really Right Stuff, which you can find here. So we're going to hopefully end up with something like this. So we're going to flip back to bridge, and we're going to select the first one, and we're going to scroll down to the bottom, and we're going to shift click to select the final one, and then we're going to go to Tools, Photoshop, Photo Merge, like so, and this will open up a dialog box much the same as the Stitch Panorama box, and we're going to choose Auto, and this time we're going to turn off Blend Images Together, and we're going to do this in two stages. So the first stage is to open up the images and align them, and then the next stage is to process them out and hopefully bring some of those focus points all together. So you can see Photoshop doing its magic, loading all the files into a layer. Each layer is a file, and each layer is a new focus position shot using the slide. So obviously the more macro the subject and the more three-dimensional the subject, the more shots you're going to require to have the front and the back points in focus all the way, running all the way through. I'm not sure quite how many we've got in here, but quite a few, as you can see. And they're still loading up. There we go. Now it's aligning selected layers based on the content. So if things have been jogged a little bit, looked like one of them there was a little jog there and it just aligned it. The others should be fairly straightforward. As this is quite a high res image, it's obviously taking a little bit longer than a low res image. Here we go. Let's ticking through them. And there we go. Okay, so the next stage is to select our layers, and then we're going to select the first image and shift click on the bottom image so they're all selected, and then we're going to go down to edit, and then we're going to choose, we've already auto aligned them, so we're going to ignore that. We're going to go to auto blend, and then we have another dialog box popping up. We're not going to choose panorama, we're going to choose stacked images, seams, tones and colors, and we're going to click OK. Now I've already done this, so I'm not going to do that because it takes a long time, but what you should end up with is a nice image like this where all the relevant focal bits have been borrowed from each frame. So if we were looked at the before and obviously went down and chose a focal point slightly further in, you can see whichever focal point we choose, like in this case this area is sharp, this area is soft, whereas here we've got sharpness all the way through from front to back. So the next stage might be just to clean things up a bit, so we could go to flatten the image by going like that, so click on the menu flatten image, or we could go to layer flatten image here, and if we choose an adjustment layer and a curves, and then we'll just pull up the midtones, we can see this background wasn't completely black, so what we could try and do is try and darken that down a bit. So we're just going to shift the black point. We can do that by adding a new adjustment layer, curves, and we're just going to pull the black in like so. This, we can turn that one off now, and we know that's pretty good. So and then we can finish up by duplicating the layer, and then we're just going to clean up some of this unwanted area here. So we're going to choose S for clone stamp, hold down the Alt key to select the source and click, and then brush it out like so. And then once you're happy, select all the layers, or you don't have to select all the layers, but you can just go to Layer, Flatten Image, C for Crop, and then we can go ahead and hold down the Shift and Alt, or Shift and Op, to crop out anything like that, unwanted edges. And there you have it, a lovely stacked image. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and don't forget to check out the other tutorials on photography and photoshop courses.com. Okay, bye.